Any last thoughts on the double doink? You guys got anything else afterwards? A quick story, this, that. Nothing on the double doink. Anything on the double doink? Something on
the ride home from the double doink. I set the fire alarm off in the plane, which is not a good thing. So we can vape on our plane a little bit. Like we were doing a little vaping there, Jules, in the back. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I had hit the pen a little too hard, maybe, because the fire alarm wasn't going off for a while there. And then I went in the bathroom. Everybody was asleep. I go back to sit in my chair, and all of a sudden it's like, bing, 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 like 1 a.m. on the way home from Double Doink, bro. It's the only time our guy Dom, our security guy, who I could do no wrong in his eyes, actually looked like he wanted to kill me. So thank God we won that game, because I would have done the same damn thing had we lost it, and that would have.
I'm surprised you guys were asleep.
I heard on Cody Parkey's flight back, he hit the pen and he just missed setting off the fire alarm. So,
it's funny. Yes. It's funny. We were at home, so he was on the first thing smoking to the studio in New York. Actually, his agent was on the phone call that evening. I'm sure.
Who, Cody, to get to GMA?
Yeah,
he got to tell his side of the story. I thought it was super fucking unfair that there's all these Chicago fans with their hot dogs and their mustard. They were just screaming about him, like sending him death threats, and Trayvon Hester blocked that kick. I just want people to know that.
Hell of a play.
He did.
What were you thinking? So they iced him before he hit it, and they called a timeout, so it didn't count. They iced him.
Hit it.
He drilled it.
He hit it.
So what do you think?
And then the ball was flying true off of the hand, the supposed tip, which I didn't notice. And the ball was flying true. It hit, and then it bounced internally. So it's like, oh, it's still forward momentum. It's going inside the upright. It's good. And then it went dong, dong.
It was really, it was more of a dong than a doink. It was like dong. It was like.
That church bell, like when there's about to be a shootout in the old Western town where you hear that one church bell, and then it's like somebody's about to die here.
2 means that Cody Parkey's about to die.
We should rename the game the Dong game.
The double dong.
The long dong.
The double dong
long
game.
Dong? This is the long dong game because there's 2 longs.
Yeah.
And there's 2 dongs.
And I used to walk by Chris all the time, and he'd always say they didn't call. My name's not Chris Long for a reason.
Wait, is that double negative? It definitely couldn't have been a double negative.
I didn't get that.
Double negative equals a positive.
It's a penis thing.
I didn't get that gene.
His middle name is Thicken.
Nah, dude. Yeah, naming kids is hard when you have last name Long. Like,
it is.
A big Willie Nelson fan. That's off the table. Willie Long. That's a lot of pressure. You gotta live up to that. It's really hard to name a kid with the last name Long. So my dad just named one of us Howie. He waited until the third one, and he named Howie.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah.
That's the real Long. He works for the Raiders, right, or something?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Scout, right?
Yeah.
He was in scout. He was in scouting for 8 years, and he's been selling premium seating for their new venues since they started the planning stages. And the guy is a monster. He will sell fucking salt to a slug, dude. And he is out there golfing. He's at the casinos. He's at the pool parties in a suit, like talking to like he's that guy.
He's a mover and shaker.
He's a mover and a shaker.
That's so weird that Vegas has a football team.
Yeah. And that venue has so many, like, you're going to perform there, dude, and I'm going to go, and my brother's going to sell me fucking tickets to it.
As long as I'm in Vegas and not Reno. I remember doing I did a week-long gig in Reno, and I think my opener was, I've never seen fake tits and oxygen tank on the same person before, but here we are.
Well, eventually.
I think that was,
those are built to last.
I feel like, exactly.
No, Reno's rough. Vegas is all right. Vegas is all right for like 2 nights, right? You guys don't stay there, though. You get there a night early, and then you're right out, right?
You didn't get out.
Yeah, and some teams will do 2-day West Coast trips, which I love, but coaches don't like it because, it's all about them. It's all about them. They want to get in and get out. And coaches, when you go on the road, you ever notice they tell you to stay in your room and then they go out and get drunk and have dinner.
They're the first ones off the elevator when you're going to your room in their street clothes, ready to go somewhere.
Yeah, but we got to go sit in the room. We can't even walk around. So
that's not fair.
And they give you $52 in an envelope.
Fucking life ain't fair, dude.
Conduct detrimental to the team.
Yeah, no question.
Are any of you guys gambling in Vegas when you're there?
No.
Yes.
None of that.
Not me.
I like gambling. I like betting games.
Chris loves gambling, and we are both brought to you by WinBet.
I got to
Green
see
light.
Jules. The last time I got to see him was at our headquarters. Me and him are teammates
know.
again, dude. So
I didn't see him enough though. I was a little disappointed.
That's
we
where I
didn't
got
get
the
together.
invite here.
what do you mean?
Well, he made it clear that I'm the favorite.
Yeah, he is the favorite, but Kyle,
All the
now
time.
that
I
you're
say it
out,
repeatedly.
now that you're out, you got to bet some football games.
I'm down to gamble.
It's really fun.
I don't know anything though.
It's really fun.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for coming and sharing your stories.